from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we are looking at a bottle of Southern Tier from Lakewood, New York, and it is their Imperial Pumking ale brewed with pumpkins and spices. It's got a great thing about Southern Tier, beautiful looking labels, and also you get loads of details about the beer on the side. And it says it's an 8.6% ABV beer. It's 19 degrees Plato, 2-row pale malt, caramel malt, pureed pumpkin. It's kettle hopped with Magnum and aroma hops Sterling. I mean, this beer is certainly not about the hops. It's certainly about the pumpkin. I've had this twice before. I said that then, and I got a real waft of hops then. Had this twice before. I've never reviewed it. I took it to a bottle share first time, and took it around to a friend's house the second time, and just haven't seen it for a couple of years. So when I saw it this time, I jumped at the opportunity to buy it, because for me it's the best pumpkin beer I've ever had. Beer in the glass, perfect orange beer, orange like a pumpkin I guess you'd say. The head pretty much non-existent. I think it does even say on the website the carbonation is moderate, so it's not much. I'll just give it a swirl so if I can whip something more up. There you go, a nice kind of orangey kind of hued, fizzy froth on top. I got a wet whiff of those spices then, so let's give it a swirl and a sniff. Oh, beautiful. That is by far the best pumpkin beer you'll ever smell. It smells exactly like pumpkin, but sweet pumpkin. There's definitely slightly herbal hop note, actually more spicy hop note back there. It's certainly in there. You have got something that makes me think of kind of a Belgian yeast strain. It's certainly not. It's just got that kind of like spicy, slightly earthiness you get from that. But that's definitely coming all from the spices. I'm going to say cloves without a doubt. Definitely loads of vanilla. It's got a real kind of nice vanilla custard kind of smell. Beautiful. Definitely short crust pastry. Yeah, a hint of nutmeg, maybe a hint of cinnamon. But for me, it's short crust pastry, vanilla custard, a hint of spices, and then loads of pumpkin. It smells incredible. It's got a slightly floral note to it as well, but a very relatively sweet aroma. Yeah, it smells incredible. A lot of people say it smells and tastes like pumpkin pie. I've not had, I think I've had it twice in my entire life. It's not one of those things we really get in the UK. So, wow, what a smelling beer. Lovely smelling beer. Anyway, let's dive in and see what it's all about. Cheers. Yeah, it's so unique. It's really tasty. Initially, the mouthfeel is, I'd say, medium to full, it's slightly greasy. That initial element of flavour is peach, pumpkin, relatively hoppy in that sense. Kind of like the hop you're getting. I know it's in Sterling. What hop? I don't know where that hop's from, to be honest. It's got something that reminds me of like Fuggles. I mean, if you look at a beer like Canterbury Jack or Whitstable Bay from Shepherd Neame, it's got that kind of like slightly kind of topsoil, slightly nutmeg, bay leaf kind of quality. Yeah, apricots, pumpkin, peach. Not as sweet as the nose makes you think. Personally, I'd like it to be as sweet as that. I love Southern Tier's big sweet stouts. Yeah, a lovely kind of, once again, as you'd expect, it's got that kind of nice buttery short crust pastry. Yep, kind of overripe bananas, which bring in that kind of clove type of flavour. finishes with definitely a hop bitterness, and the hops are slightly kind of like lemon rind, but dulled, not sharp and citrusy and zesty, but definitely the bitterness of hops. And once again, just on that burp, then it's bringing back those spices: cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla. One thing that I've made this beer perfect for me personally, I think it's an absolute stunner. I think it's by far still the best pumpkin beer I've had. I'd love to try Warlock, which is the blend of this and I think their oat Imperial Stout. One thing I'd like would be a bit more kind of sweetness, a bit more vanilla. I think that'd really bring it home and make it exactly the pumpkin pie in a bottle as you kind of expected, especially from the nose. I remember when I took this to a bottle show with a couple of other beer geeks. My mate was putting a bit in his hands and rubbing it and just sniffing it because it blew everybody away. It's so unique, so different. Especially in the UK, we just don't get pumpkin beers, and certainly not ones of this quality, which have got such a terrific pumpkin quality. It smells incredible. I love this. I'd probably say I prefer the smell to actually the taste. But yeah, great, unique, and real kind of a real front runner. I'm sure there's some from watching Chris Stelz on Beer Geek Nation. He always does a big run of pumpkin beers. He loves them, and I think Chris has probably found one or two which he kind of rates higher than this. I think this is a stunning beer. So, just so unique, so different, and a real pleasure to find when you do. And that's a bottle of Southern Tier from Lakewood, New York. It's their Imperial Pumking Ale brewed with pumpkins, 8.6% ABV. Just one of those kind of, for me, it becomes one of those modern classics. When you think of America, you think of Thanksgiving and pumpkins and all this kind of jazz. Halloween. It's a very American thing. And this, for me, becomes a really important beer within the lexicon of American craft beer. I love it. Anyway, I'm Rob from HopZine.com. See you next time. Cheers.